Today, I want to talk about how I feel after completing GTA San Andreas. In the last video I made talking about this game, I did say I would make a follow-up after finishing it, and this is that video, so let's not waste any time, let's get right into the video. One of the highlights with this game definitely has to be the story. I really did like how it was centered around rags to riches. You know, at the start of the game, CJ was just your ordinary gangster to later being a shareholder in the Las Venturas casino, you know, owning a workshop in San Fierro, and even having a record deal with one of the funniest characters in the game, Mad Dog. That guy had some really nice missions, and even near the end of the story, you know, he even lived in a pretty nice mansion, you know, Mad Dog's one, and you know, it was just really nice to see CJ go from an ordinary gangster to a multi-millionaire at the end of the game. It was just really nice, and throughout the story you met some pretty unique and hilarious characters. One of my favorites definitely had to be Truth. Even though he's a little bit cuckoo, this guy was definitely really funny, and he had some really nice missions which I will get to later in the video. But you also had some other characters such as Paul and even Woozy. Like, I really did like just how unique and different each character was and how funny they can be sometimes. Like, some of these guys can be really hilarious. I did mention this in my last video, but the game does keep getting funnier and funnier, especially with Woozy.
Close. Okay, team. I've gone over the layout to this place so I know it back to front. Everybody follow me. Damn! The devious bastards have changed the layout!
Don't worry, I'll take the lead, boss.
Another character I really liked in this game was Caesar. He was such a good friend to CJ throughout the entire game, and it felt like he was just as much of a brother to CJ as Sweet was. Sweet was another really good character. I really did like him, but you know, it was sort of a complicated thing with me and Sweet. You know, I didn't really agree on some of the things he did and, you know, thought in the game. But Caesar, man, Caesar's a brother, man. He was just one of my favorite characters, and I really did like him. And now I want to talk about the missions, which is possibly my favorite part about this entire game. They were just so fun and memorable, and even some of the missions throughout the game, specifically the Terreno and Truth missions, just made you felt so badass. They were just really exciting and intense. There's even some stealth throughout some of these other games, which, you know, since this game did release in 2004, you can, you know, pretty much see that the stealth wasn't really that good, but for 2004, man, it was ahead of its time. And I really did like just how different and unique some of these missions felt. The game had a lot of good missions. Like, I'm not talking about 10 or 15. Like, a majority of these missions were really fun to play through. Even some of them, you know, one of the missions you had to go steal something on a train, which I instantly noticed and made a reference to in Red Dead Redemption 2. Obviously, this game did release before Red Dead, you know, the Red Dead series. I think like Red Dead Revolver released around this time that GTA San Andreas came out. I'm not really sure. Make sure to correct me in the comments, but man, a lot of these missions are really good. And if you're gonna be playing this game, the main highlight of it, you know, even though it has an amazing story, some good gameplay, the missions, in my opinion, are the best part of this game. They're just so fun, and a lot of them can be pretty challenging, which is pretty funny because in my last video I made about Lies of P, that game is absolutely brutal. This game can be also really challenging as well, but I feel like the main reason of that was just because of inconveniences and controls. But other than that, I really enjoyed the missions, and they were just really fantastic to play through, and they were really enjoyable. And with the missions, you also have amazing gameplay. Like, dude, throughout these missions you unlock a lot of cool things such as night vision goggles. Those were really nice. Like, this game was just crazy with the amount of different weapons they had. I mentioned this in my last video as well, with katanas and chainsaws. There's also a freaking jetpack in this game throughout another mission that was with Truth. Like, this game, like, what even is this game sometimes? Because it's just so good and really fun to play through. Like, there's a jetpack in this game. I also think there's a jetpack in GTA 5. Not really sure. Maybe that could have been a mod. But this game was intended and made to be fun. You've also got dual wielding, which I thought was a fantastic addition to the game. I still can't believe this isn't in any of the other GTAs. But man, I still, I could have gotten dual wielding a lot earlier in the game, which was something I realized when it was already too late and I was near the game's end. But when I finally got dual wielding, it just made me feel like I was a gangster, man. It was just so enjoyable to use these weapons, and it definitely did make the game a lot easier because they do a lot of damage. So, dual wielding definitely did make me feel a lot badass. But I do wish that I, found out I could have gotten these a lot earlier in the game, could have spent a lot more time with it. But other than that, I really did enjoy them, and I definitely hope they bring this back in GTA 6, something that most likely will happen because first of all, you've got it in Red Dead Redemption 2, and this was in GTA San Andreas as well. So, Rockstar, please, I hope you guys brought this back in GTA 6. But yeah, man, gameplay, the missions, 10 out of 10, really enjoyable and totally fun. But overall, I had a really good time playing through this game. This definitely has to be the funniest, most enjoyable GTA game I've ever played. The story was good and the gameplay was even better. The game had a satisfying ending. The game ended where it started, which I think was really nice. This is the longest GTA game. I think there's over 100 missions, and it wasn't like a quantity over quality thing. It wasn't that at all. This had the most missions in all the GTA games, and a majority of them were just really fun and enjoyable to play through. Man, the ending, I really did enjoy the ending, man. And even though this was the longest GTA game, it took me a while to beat it. When the game ended, it did leave me wanting a lot more. And right now I'm starting to wish I didn't finish the game because it was just so fun playing through it. A lot of memories that I made, and I wish I didn't finish it because it was just so fun playing this game, and I wish I could play it again for the very first time. This is my favorite GTA game of all time, and if it wasn't for Red Dead Redemption 2, it could have even been my favorite Rockstar game of all time. This game is just so good, and it was an amazing experience to play through, and I really wish I could experience this for the first time again. But who knows, I might make some memories again with GTA 6. So that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get to 300 subscribers, and make sure to comment down what you think about GTA San Andreas. Is it your favorite GTA? What did you enjoy about it? What did you think about the story? I'm Dale Meister, and I'll see you guys next time.